This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one. So today we're breaking down Jonathan Kuminga and Steve Kerr, and why one of the Warriors' most explosive young players is being benched despite producing every time he's on the floor. So let's check this clip out.
He's dealing with it better than probably I would. I was just telling someone.
Ain't no problem.
The way he's dealt with this at 23 years old, I tip my hat to him because he stayed engaged. He's in here working out every day. His attitude is the same every day. He comes in with a smile. He's talking. He almost talks too much on the bench. And that is a compliment in itself. When you are 23 years old, you sign a big contract with the team that drafted you with the 7th or 8th pick in the draft. Things are looking up, and then it doesn't. How do you respond to that? How do you react? And the way he's reacted and responded to this will not only carry the rest of his basketball career, but his demeanor will carry him the rest of his life well, because he's been incredible. And, I tip my hat to him because it's a tough situation, right? Like, there's nothing no one can do about it. It just kind of is what it is. But who can do something about it is him, and the way he handled himself, and he's staying ready. So like I said on the show, whether he's here past the deadline or whether he's moved past the deadline, one thing's for certain is he'll be in shape and he'll be ready. He brings a great attitude. He's one of the best. I say kids calling him young. He's not a kid. He's a grown man. But he's one of the best young guys I've been around. Doesn't have it's me. It's all about me. He doesn't have that attitude. He comes in, he's about the team. So I can't overstate enough just how incredible he's been. Because he's not a distraction. How he handles it is everything. He handles it a certain way, it becomes a distraction. But it doesn't have to be. And the way he's handled himself, the way he's dealt with things not going his way, says a lot about his character. So everyone around here can confidently say it won't be a distraction because he's not a distraction.
You've been a mentor to him, a friend to him. He clearly at this point, desires to be elsewhere, desires to have his career taken off elsewhere. Do you desire that for him?
I desire to see him reach his full potential. Wherever that is in this league, it's not always how we envision it. I've been so lucky and fortunate to play in one place for 14 years. How rare is that, though? And so the reality is it's more likely that it happens the opposite way than the way that it's gone for myself, our staff, Klay, 13, 14 years in one spot. It just doesn't happen. And so, for a guy like that who's drafted 7th pick, was he 7th pick? You expect it all to go the way you want it to go, the way you think it should go. And sometimes it just doesn't work out that way.
No. That has nothing to do with us. We love JK in this locker room. That's not going to change. If it happens to not being here, we still rock with JK. I speak for everybody. I don't care. I speak for everybody. We love the guy. I wish him the best here. I wish him the best wherever. Doesn't change. We don't listen to the noise. I hope he don't listen to the noise. Keep coming here with a smile, doing what he's supposed to do, and being the ultimate pro.
He seems to have a desire to get his career potentially off the ground elsewhere. You're obviously friends with him. Do you think that is needed at this point?
Hey. It don't got nothing to do with me. I want JK to be happy. At the end of the day, that's what I want. Whatever brings him his joy and his happiness, that's what I want for my brother and my friend.
Man, watching this makes you realize how frustrating the NBA can be. Kuminga is clearly talented, hustling every game, but Kerr's system is holding him back. You can't help but feel for the kid. He's got the skills, the mindset, and the heart, yet he's stuck in rotations that make no sense. If he gets a fresh start somewhere else, watch out, he's going to explode.
And it's always made them look stupid because every time he actually has been on the floor, he's produced. Now, you can sit there and say, well, he's not that good. Neither are number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of the players on that roster. He's getting benched, he's getting treated horribly, and he's third in scoring, first in rebounds. What does that say about everybody else but then you want to scream, we're trying to win. Is that what you're trying to do?
That part.
I didn't know that was what you was trying to do.
Yeah.
Like, so the third leading scorer, who's actually being handicapped 2-3, the number 1 rebounder ain't playing.
That's crazy.
But you're trying to win.
Trying to win.
Yeah, that just
Make sense.
It's time to do
just
insane.
I want to. So why don't?
Like this.
Say that local media ain't gonna ask him that. Like that's the question somebody need to ask Steve Kerr, right?
Yeah.
Ask him that specific question.
Like he don't think good. He don't think cool because the people who are thinking it's trash.
Yeah,
And they're not rebounding the goddamn ball.
Not doing that.
What are you talking about?
Hey, take your non-thinking. Hey,
Absolutely.
Rebound. Go to the basket.
Go to the basket.
That's it. Simple. That's simple. Give him 2. Run hard.
12 and 6. And he play hard. He play defense. It ain't like he out there olaying motherfuckers. Like, go ahead.
Man,
He's
that
actually
kid
deep.
compete, man. Like that kid competes.
Something happened in the meeting or something.
No, it's.
I know what happened. I know exactly what happened.
You have this system that has won you rings, and the best player is still in that system, and anybody who plays out of that system, you bump heads with the coach.
I got you.
The problem with that is Steph Curry is his own system. He moves how he moves. He's gonna find his open shot. The ball is gonna find him. You do need a player like Kuminga that keeps the game honest. You need a selfish guy who's going rogue. Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
That's what you need. Someone who's going to sit there like, hey, focus. He's aggressive.
Yeah.
You need that. When Kuminga keeps driving, dunking. Now, your big man ain't hedging as high on Steph because Kuminga done got a quick 8 on him.
Yeah.
Right? You need those guys that breaks up.
Yeah.
That was Ginobili.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
you sit there and he comes in a game and we focusing on him and wasn't doing all this shit. Like, what is this?
Facts.
Hey man, guard him. Yeah, I didn't know who he was.
Yeah. And then to piggyback on your point, like the rest of the league hasn't scouted and caught up with how you play, right? Steph still will have those games that he's able to lead you, but they've been groomed to try to stop that now. They've seen it year in, year out. It's the same thing. So to your point, of course you need somebody you need a Kevin Durant. He ain't Kevin Durant, but you know he's gonna be aggressive if the ball come his way. Let him be that, because he can help.
What was the other kid named Pascal?
Yeah. No. The kid that was there,
What's his name? Eric Pascal?
Yeah, the kid that was there. He was aggressive like that.
He was Kuminga before Kuminga. They got rid of him because he was trying to get his shit off.
Yeah, and he said he didn't he spoke on it.
He spoke on it.
He said,
I remember.
I didn't understand when my role was to get Steph open. Or when Steph was
He wanted me to be Draymond when I can do more than I can score the ball, I can get to the rim. He was getting buckets. Too.
Yes, he was. He said this.
I feel like Kuminga was one of those guys that felt the same way, but Steve Kerr approached him, and they had this dialogue where I'm looking at you like, what the fuck is you talking about? I can hoop too.
The situation with Jonathan Kuminga and Steve Kerr has sparked a lot of debate in the NBA world because it highlights how a young, talented player can be mishandled even on a championship-caliber team. Kuminga is one of the Warriors' most explosive athletes, a versatile scorer, rebounder, and defender who brings energy and physicality whenever he's on the floor. Yet despite consistently producing, he often finds himself benched or given limited minutes, which fans and analysts argue is stifling both his growth and the team's potential. The Warriors system, built around Steph Curry and a highly structured offensive style, clashes with Kuminga's aggressive and free-flowing game, creating tension between a young star trying to assert himself and a Hall of Fame coach managing his rotation. Teammates like Draymond Green have praised Kuminga's professionalism, noting that he remains engaged, positive, and team-oriented, even as he faces frustration over his limited role. Critics suggest that this is more than just a basketball decision, it's a matter of personal and philosophical conflict, as Kuminga is being asked to conform to a system that doesn't fully utilize his abilities.